Good to see you. Glad you could come.
Beach? A bay? Point? Two boys on a beach. Late afternoon. They have been here all day, and all day all summer, and it is the last day of summer before school begins. Nearby is a girl. She as well has been here all day, and all day, every day, all summer. She lies in her green beach towel, in her blue bathing suit with her yellow transistor. The boys have been watching the girl from a distance, but now that summer's nearly over, they're very close by. She reminds one boy of his sister. She reminds the other of the picture of a woman he once saw in a magazine. She turns her head a little over her shoulder and speaks to the boys. Racing to the point. This is the beach. Here's the bay. There's the point. Round one. Stature.
Two men enter a room. Good to see you, Bill.
Good to see you, Frank.
How long's it been?
Too long, Frank.
Too long indeed, Bill.
How's
things?
Can't complain.
How's the family?
Just great.
How's business? Well, a whole heck of a lot better than it was this time last year, let me tell you. How's the blood pressure?
Two men.
Two men enter a room. A taller man and 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 a taller man and. A. Francis De Lorenzo. My friends call me Frank. The A is for Alphonse. Not even my English call me Alphonse. Alphonse Francis De Lorenzo. French, English, Italian. Behold before you a square of the Canadian quilt. To those of you I didn't have a chance to greet as I entered, I would like to welcome you and thank you for coming. I'm sure you all have busy schedules and many other concerns in these troubled times, and your presence here tonight is greatly appreciated. A hand for the audience. And if I might, I would like to start off with a favorite quote of mine. We do not place a special value on the possession of virtue until we notice its total absence in our opponent. Friedrich Nietzsche. Once again, thanks for coming.
Round two. Uniform.
Two men enter a room. A taller man and
An almost imperceptibly shorter man.
they both wear white shirts, blue suits, silk ties, black shoes, black socks. White shirts, blue suits, silk ties, black shoes, black socks. White shirts, blue suits, silk ties, black shoes, black socks. White shirts, blue suits, silk ties, black shoes, black socks. White shirts, blue suits, silk ties, black shoes, black socks. White shirts,
110.25 at Cyrus Cake.
blue suits, 622.22.
On sale.
At Brogue. Silk ties,
Going with the suit?
present.
Oh, from Donna?
No.
Oh, it's nice.
How's Sally?
Oh, good, good. How's Donna?
Good, good,
How's the house?
very good. How's the boy? Just fine. Now there's an investment, eh? 3,
4, 5?
4.
Right.
Right.
Good kid, great kid.
Smart kid, a little genius. Must get it from his mother. Black shoes, 225 even. David's uptown. Black socks, blue socks.
Hello to all the familiar faces in the audience tonight. A very extra special hello to those friends I haven't met yet. William Bill Wade. Canadian. That's what's beautiful about this country. It doesn't matter where you came from. Once you're here, you're Canadian. And that makes me proud. And if I might, I would like to add a bit of a quote myself. As my old man always used to say, if bullshit had a brain, it would quote Nietzsche. Once again, thanks for coming.
Round 3. Who falls dead the best?
2 minutes or a room.
And each man carries
A
a
briefcase. The first man seems very much like the second man, and
The first man seems very much like the second man.
yes, but
they
they are not for 2 reasons.
2.
1 man is the first man, and 2, 1 man in his briefcase has a gun.
A gun.
A gun.
Which man
The
is?
first man and
Which man has
the gun. I've known this guy for years.
Years.
And this is sad.
But it's true.
And when I say years,
I mean years.
I mean, I saw the look of another woman in his father's eyes.
I smelled the bourbon on his mother's breath.
I kept it a secret. His aunt was his sister.
I knew his brother was gay before he did.
I mean, years.
I mean, we spent summers together.
real summers.
When you were a kid.
Remember real summers?
When you were a kid.
It stayed bright till 9 o'clock, and when it did get dark, it got so dark you never wanted to go home.
Smoking sweet caps in the woods, a Playboy magazine, and warm beer from somebody's father's basement.
No school and Kool-Aid and baseball and hide and seek late at night, and hot dogs and full moons and outdoor nights outside and swimming. And when they said not to swim alone, this is the guy I swam with.
I know this guy better than he knows himself.
That's what makes it sad.
But sad as it is, it's true.
And the truth of it is, and this is much more than something as simple as
His bum leg,
his trick knee,
his weak wrist,
his slipped disc,
his bad nerves,
his trouble sleeping,
his dizzy spells,
his heart palpitations. This is much sadder than that. He's not happy. He's not happy at all.
feels cornered.
He feels stuck.
He feels tied.
He feels bound.
He feels trapped. And he's a young man.
He's still a young man.
And that's sad. And I'm just saying that. That's just really sad.
Round 4. Friendly advice part 1.
Okay. Here's the story. These are the facts. This is the point from which I view the situation.
Go on.
Your situation.
Yes.
Look, I'm not gonna pull any punches. And I'm not gonna cut any corners. I'm not gonna give you the short shrift. I'm not going to shovel the shit.
The only way to be.
The only way to be.
Straight up.
Can I get personal?
Personal?
We're friends.
And?
Look, Frank, I've got 2 good eyes and I can't help but see. I've got 2 good ears and I can't help but hear what's being said. And what's being said around is, look, Frank, I'm not saying I've got the goods and we'll make some marriage work. God knows me and Sally, the honeymoon was over long ago, but Frank, it works. And maybe that's just communication, or maybe that's just luck, but all I'm trying to say here, buddy, is if you ever need a friendly ear, if you ever need an outside eye, then hey, I'm here.
Are you thinner?
What?
Are you thinner?
No.
You're not thinner.
No, I'm just the same.
Really?
Same as always.
It must just be your hair. Last Saturday night, I'm on the street after before dinner cocktails on my way uptown. Flag a cab, tell him where I'm going. He says okay. All right, driving, lights, cars, thinking, so on. And he says something about the night. I say something about the moon. He says something about the weather, and I say, yeah. The radio on, and he says something about the singer, and I say something about the music, and we both say, yeah. All right. Driving, lights, cars, thinking, so on. Now, on the radio, a commercial, butter, eat butter, or something, milk, drink milk, or whatever, and he says something about cows, and I say something about horses, and he says, do you like horses? And I think about it. And I think about it, and I realize, damn it, yes! Yes, I do. I never thought about it before, but I'm the kind of guy who likes horses. The kind of guy who likes John Wayne and Wild Turkey and carpentry and fishing on lazy August afternoons and horses. He says something about the night. I say something about the moon. But you see, I like horses.
You're a real cowboy.
Round 5. Friendly advice part 2.
Seen Phil lately?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Phil's a good guy.
The best.
The best. Yes, the kind of guy a guy admires. A guy who's got it all together. A guy who picks his friends carefully. Because he understands that A friend is a mirror, and a mirror is a reflection of the thing before it. So, I mean, look, I'm not going to pull any punches, and I don't want you to take it the wrong way, but Phil mentioned it to me, and Phil knows we're fighting. He wouldn't mention it to me if he didn't think I mentioned it to you. I mean, he likes you. I'm almost sure he does. He thinks you're a fine guy, a good guy. He does, but he mentioned that, I'm only saying this out of concern. Just as I'm sure Phil was as well, but he mentioned that maybe lately you've been, how did he put it? You've been a bit too, palpably desperate. I think was his phrase. And you can't hold yourself responsible for the fact that business is bad. It's not your fault, and tomorrow is another day, no matter how bad things seem right now. And Phil is worried. And I'm worried too. And I think you should be complimented. And you should take it as a compliment to your character that a guy like Phil is thinking about you.
That's funny.
Funny?
Yeah, he didn't mention it last night.
Last night?
Yeah, we
saw a movie. What movie?
Hiding.
What time?
7:40.
We're going to the game on Thursday.
We're driving to Montreal on the weekend.
We're going to Arizona for Christmas.
I'm taking his son camping.
He asked me to lend him $50.
He wants me to help him build his house.
His wife made a pass at me.
That dog. Not only do I like horses, I love horses. I've ridden horses. I've ridden horses bareback. I've owned a horse. I've seen my horse break its leg, and I've shot my horse. But not only have I shot my horse, I have made love in a stable.
With who? The horse?
Round 6, members only.
Yeah?
Oh,
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, sir.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Bobby.
Sir, goodbye. Yeah?
Hi.
I'm in the middle of something right now. Can I
call you back? I don't know. Yes, I told you that. Yes, I did it this morning. Well, it's not my fault if you don't listen, is it?
That's right.
When I get there.
Sally says hi.
Donna says hi.
Hi.
No one is perfect.
By William Bill Wade.
And A. Francis de Lorenzo. And no one is perfect.
No one. Were our fathers perfect? Certainly not.
And were our mothers perfect?
Perhaps. But I'm not my mother.
No. Nor is my wife my mother.
No.
Nor will she ever be, as much as she might wish she were, as hard as she might try.
Right?
I digress. Am I perfect?
Am I perfect?
No. Yet let us consider a moment,
A moment.
that I am not myself, but rather
Someone
someone else.
else.
And as this person,
I could
watch me.
Take note.
Take note of all the things I do.
The small selfishnesses.
Minor idiosyncrasies.
The tiny spaces between me and perfection.
Perhaps then it would be easier
to see.
to look at me.
And see.
Be easier to change. But
Of course, if I was someone else, I would have my own problems
to deal with. So what is perfect?
What?
Besides tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Because tomorrow is an endless possibility.
And an endless possibility is the second best thing to wake up next to. But what? Let us consider a moment.
A note.
A no. At first faltering and self-conscious, then building up, pushing forward, gaining commitment, and then losing breath and trailing off near the end. But in it, there was something perfect. A happy accident, a fluke, a mere chance? Perhaps, but back to me, and me.
For all my weaknesses.
As a note, let's say
a note stretched from birth
to death, I will allow.
That here and
From
there.
time to time,
There is a sound.
a thought,
A word
that touches on perfection.
But overall.
And wholly know, I know I am not perfect. I know.
I am not perfect.
And neither is he.
Half time. This is the beach. Here's the bay. There's the point. This is the beach. Here's the bay. There's the point.
On
This is the
beach.
beach. Here's the bay. There's
On
the
the
point.
beach.
This is the
At the
beach.
bay.
Here's the bay.
Beach.
There's the
Bay.
point. This
On
is
the
the
beach,
beach.
the bay.
Here's
On
the
the beach,
bay.
the bay.
There's the
On the
point.
beach, the bay.
This is the
On the
beach.
beach, the bay.
Here's the bay.
Beach, the bay.
There's the point. Race you to the point. Sun, boys, sand, water, summer.
On the beach of the bay. Every day that summer. On the beach of the bay. All day, every day. On the beach of the bay. Every day that summer. On the beach of the bay. All summer long.
It was the last day of summer before school. 2 boys and the girl. She lies in the sun in her blue bathing suit on her green beach towel with her yellow transistor. Turning front, turning back up. And I could tell you little things about her. Turning front, turning back up. I could tell you that her name was Lisa. Turning front, turning back. I could tell you that she had a big brother. Turning front, turning back. I could tell you that she loved going to movies. Turning front, turning back. But it doesn't matter now. All that matters is she's here on the beach with the 2 boys. Turning front, turning back. The boys watch the girl. She stares out past the point to where the sea makes a line with the sky. The boys are silent and shy. She can hear them blush. She reminds one boy of his sister. She reminds the other of a picture of a woman who saw in a magazine. The boys simply watch the girl. The sun hangs about there, just over the point. She's a little drowsy. She gets up and wanders to the edge of the water. She looks out. She feels a breeze. She turns her head a little over her shoulder and speaks to the boys. Race you to the point. This is the beach. Here's the bay. There's the point. This is the beach. Here's the bay. There's the point. This is the beach. Here's the bay. There's the point. There is.
On the beach of the bay.
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 There's the point.
we sat on the sand at the edge of the point. And we waited. And we waited.
Race you to the point. Do you remember?
What?
Do you remember?
Two.
I remember too. I remember three. Recap. Two men enter a room. A taller man and a shorter man. They both wear white shirts, blue suits, silk ties, black shoes, black socks.
Blue socks.
And blue socks. Each man carries a briefcase. The first man seems very much like the second man, and the second man seems very much like the first man, but they are not.
No.
They're not for two reasons. One man is the first man, and two, one man in his briefcase has a gun.
A gun.
A gun.
Which man is the first man, and which man has the gun? Round 7. Dad.
How's your dad? Why? I was like your dad. Good? Yeah.
I always liked your dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Gee. Your dad was a real easygoing guy. Your dad was a real card. Your dad was a real dreamer. Your dad was a real character. Your dad was a real nice guy.
Your dad was a real maniac.
He was a real boozer. Your dad was a real wild. He was a real cuckold. A real wiener. A real dick. A real prick. A fascist. A living ass. A pig!
How's your mom?
Please be warned that if you think I'm going to stand here and start dishing dirt and airing laundry about your father, I won't. But let's just say the desperation you display comes from your father. Not that he wasn't a well-intentioned, ill-educated man. And education isn't everything. But for example, rather than face criminal charges, your father said that he could not multiply 8 times 9 when your father's company was missing some $72,000 at the year-end audit. Your father said that he'd marked down 24. 24, give me a break. And that's just one example. Dishonest? Well, he did admit to an ignorance in arithmetic, and well, I'm sure you know what they say about fathers and sons, and far be it indeed for me to say that. You are the perfect example.
Now this is more than just name calling here, although that of course is a temptation. Your father drove your mother crazy. I mean, she did have a drinking problem, but your father didn't help at all. She spent the last 15 years in and out of detox as a result of his antics. For example, at the Girl Guide Boy Scout banquet in grade 8, your father was supposed to make a presentation, but when the time came, your father was nowhere to be found. 20 minutes later, 5 guys from the Six Pack found your father in the boiler room with Susie Walsh, a 16-year-old girl guide. That's just one example. Are you like that? Well, they say a guy and his father, I'm sure you know what they say about fathers and sons, and I'm not saying the right all the time, but in this case, you are the perfect example. Now, this is more than just
Please do
name
more than
calling.
you think they're going to stand here and start dishing dirt and airing laundry about
But
his father.
drove
All right,
his
well,
crazy.
let's just say that
I mean,
that's
she
where
didn't have a
his
drinking
place
problem,
comes
but
from.
his father didn't help at all. She spent the last 15 years in and out of detox as a result of his antics. But for example, at the Field Guide Boy Scout banquet in grade 8,
his father was
hosted a presentation, but when the time came, his father was nowhere to be found. 20 minutes later, 5 guys from the 6th back found his father in the boardroom with Susie Walsh, a 16-year-old girl guide.
And that's just one example. Dishonest
Like that? Well, they say a guy and his father. Well, I'm sure you know what they say about fathers and sons. And I'm not saying the right all the time, but in this case, he is the perfect example.
Thank you.
Pardon me?
Now this is more than just name calling.
Stand here, practicing during their laundry. But his father, I won't. Let's just say that desperation his place comes from his father. Nothing wrong. Well, such an educated man. And education as a result of his antics. For example, after you guys was criminal charges, your father was supposed to make a presentation. When the time came, your father was nowhere to be found. 20 minutes later, 5 guys from the 6th back on your father in the boardroom with Susie Walsh, a 6-year-old girl guy. And that's just one example. Are you like that? Well, they say a guy and his father. Well, I'm sure you know what they say about fathers and sons. I'm not saying the right all the time, but in this case, you are the perfect example. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Round eight, all in the palm of his hand.
Auction preference yielding 70% of prime and 50-51 on either side. So what do you want to do? Convert with 3-year hard call protection, a 2-year payback. The hedge is a layup. I don't think so. I say capitalize the loss by rolling it into goodwill and amortizing over 40 years. Now, of course, the profits will be decreased from the switch from FIFO to LIFO. And then remember Bethlehem, where the application of FASB 87 meant balance sheet quality went way down because of the unfunded pension liability. I mean, if we were in the States, I could give up a half, offer up an eighth to the market maker for 3/8 in that fill, but unfortunately, we're not. Are you with me?
Let's go to my place, everybody. Okay? Ready? This is the back door. We always use the back door. Here's the rec room, there's the bar, and there's the laundry room. Hallway, stairs. Going upstairs, going upstairs, going upstairs. Out that window, that's the yard. Through the hallway into the kitchen, microwave, butcher's block, breakfast nook, hallway, turn, dining room, oak table, 8 chairs. Through the foyer, into the living room, French doors, living room. It's sunken. Big window, big skylight, grand piano, white. Back into the foyer, front door. We never use the front door. Window, powder room, massive staircase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms, cannon 2. Longer hallway, smaller staircase, going upstairs, door, locked, key, open door. And this is my secret room.
I heard you rent.
Where'd you hear that?
Around.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Around where?
Just around.
Was it Phil?
I've been Phil.
Phil's full of shit. As I was saying, this is my place. Back door, rec room, bar, laundry. Out that window, that's the yard. Hallway, turn. Kitchen, turn. Dining room, turn. Living room, turn. Hallway, massive. Staircase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. Longer hallway, smaller staircase, going upstairs, going upstairs, going upstairs. Door, locked. Key. Open the door. This is my secret room. And this is my secret room. And it's empty except for a great big window right here. And when I look out of it, I see the tops of trees and hills and black roads with white lines and a whole lake and 2 types of earth, dark wet earth and clay, and big green fields and a sky that's only ever blue, and all of it. Everything, the sky, the fields, the lake, the trees, the hills, the roads, the clay, everything I see. And further where you can't see. It's mine. It's all mine.
Round 9, power lunch.
Been here before?
Oh, yeah, sure.
How's the steak?
Very good.
How's the swordfish?
Very good.
How's the shark?
Greasy.
Excuse me a second.
Hi, dog. Listen, I'm sorry I was short with you before. Did you go ahead and have dinner anyways? Oh, well, how about I pick up a pizza on my way home? And a movie? Something funny. Something romantic. That sounds nice. Okay, Turnip. I do you too. Bye-bye. How's Donna? How's Donna?
I heard you. She's very good.
Really?
Yeah, how's the spaghetti?
Oily. I saw Donna at the Fuller's party the other night.
Did you?
You weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
Phil was there.
Was
He
he?
was having a good time.
I'm glad.
So was Donna.
Donna likes a good
Party?
Yeah.
I've heard that.
How's the squid?
Sneaky.
Sneaky?
Yeah, it sneaks up on you. Frank, that's a really nice time.
Yes, you mentioned.
Somebody has good taste.
How's Sally?
Oh, very good.
Really?
Yeah, she was at the Fuller's the other night. It's strange you weren't there.
Well, I wasn't.
Working late?
I can't believe you've never had the steak, or the swordfish, or the shark, or the squid, or the spaghetti here.
No, I haven't. But it was a good party. Bullshit call!
such a nebulous word. Let us instead use the word mountain. Mountain. And many men are born without a mountain. It is not a birthright. And this is not to say that a mountain is particularly better than a valley, just as we may find from time to time that knowledge is not particularly better than ignorance. And even being second has its benefits. For example, less income tax. But some men live on mountains and some men live in valleys. And if only those men, standing so small and insignificant in the valley, would stop their futile fight to stake a claim at the crest of a hill that they can never hope to own. If only those men would not be so blind and for a moment consider the privilege of living in the benevolent shadow of a mountain. But to be brave enough to see that truth and face it, that takes balls. And like mountains, many men are born without them. I beg your pardon?
Round 10. Business ties.
Now, I don't want to harm on business, Bill, but I have to be pretty tight with Bobby, and Bobby runs everything. I know how things are with you. There's a chance a place might be opening up in accounting.
I really like this guy.
And from what I've heard about
Is it silk? Of course. How could I imagine Donna would buy a tie like that?
I'm offering you a break
It's very
here.
flashy and tasteful. That's not Donna's taste. Where would a person buy a tie?
Bill?
What kind of store? What kind of person
Don't
would
spill.
go into that kind of store and buy a tie like that? I mean, it's a very young tie.
Shut up about the goddamn time!
Two stories. The first story is a very familiar story because everybody knows it. And it's a story about a little 18 years old who is, by the way, knocked up. And who happens to have not too bad a taste in ties, don't you think? Now the second story is a secret, so just keep it to yourselves. We're at the Fuller's party, me and Sally. Huge spread, packed bar, beautiful house, the works, tons of people. People everywhere. There's Donna. Where's Frank? Frank's not there. Donna's there though, and she looks great. Who's that she's talking to? It's Phil. I wander over. They're talking about politics. I wander over. Have a drink, have a chat, go outside, check out the pool, come back in, poke around some more in the buffet, shoot the shit. Phil and Donna still talking. I cruise over. They're talking about poetry. I cruise off. Time comes to go. Sally's pulling on my arm, and I'm talking to Mr. Fuller. I look around for Donna to say goodbye. No Donna. I look around for Phil. No Phil. I gotta take a pee before we go. Walk into the can and there's Donna in the shower with Phil. And when she sees me, she smiles and she says, "Shh, close the door, Bill." Now the first story you can repeat, but the second story, well, that's a secret. Let me tell you something about my boy.
Sorry.
Let me tell you something about my boy. He's a good boy, my boy. Good boy, smart boy. He's the best boy, my boy. No question, he's the best. Are you with us? Let me tell you something about my boy! What's your problem? Hey. Hey. What's your problem?
Password. Password! Winner rules!
That's not in the game. Password. Winner rules. Cut, spit, mix. Brothers, brothers, never part. Through broken vows and covered hearts, and all our weakness, all our woes, we stick together, highs and lows. Pledge. Made.
Promise.
Kept.
To what end?
Never end. Transit. Transport. One. Two.
3.
Cut through the water supply. 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 Cut through the water supply.
I'll beat you. I'm a good swimmer. You guys think you're so hot. My brother taught me to swim. And he's on a team. What's your names anyway? My name's Lisa. My mom calls me Rosie. But I hate that. What's your names anyway? You guys got a cottage here? You brothers? We got a cottage up by the store, on the hill. You know where I mean? It used to be a farm. But we don't have any animals. I wish we had a horse. I love horses. I go to the movies on Sunday. I go every Sunday. Even if it's one I already saw. Hey, slow down. It's far. Slow down. What's your names? Hey, wait. Let's not race. Wait. We're too far. Slow down. Hey, wait. Hey. Desire, jealousy, guilt, self-image, self-knowledge, self-loathing, despair, death, weakness, his pride, his pleasure, his body, his boldness, his cult of power, his lust of blood, his greed, his never-ending, there's madness, this selfish self, and then no sound, and then peace, and you will float, or you will sink, and if you float, you will be as if flying, and if you sink, when you hit bottom, you will bounce like a man on the moon.
Cut through the water supply. 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 Cut through the water supply.
These are my eyes. These are my ears. This is the back of my hand! And the winner has and will always rule. That's the way of the world. Like battle! Like business! Like love. A few may fall along the way, but compared to the prize, what are a few? And the prize is what you want. And what you want is what you hear in every mouth, every buzz, every bell, every crack, every whisper. Don't be afraid. The thing you must learn to balance is passion and desire. For example, Bill, you like this tie? Have it! Say thank you! Say thank you! Thank you. No thanks necessary, Bill. I gotta do some more like it at home. You see, don't be fooled. Beware compassion. Compassion is illogical. Compassion will lose the race. If you let it, compassion will kill desire. Especially the desire to be first. And being first, my friends, is the point. Compassion is the brother of guilt. And guilt is the mother of stomach cancer. The first man is the man who is guiltless beyond all circumstance and sure of his right to be first. The first man is the man who can recognize the second man. And we sat on the sand at the edge of the point. And we waited. And we waited. And you got scared. And you ran home. And all night long, I waited. And in the morning, when her body washed up on shore, I was there to comfort her. And to evoke some reaction, I slapped her so hard, my hand still hurts. Then, learning my lesson, I declared myself first to the point.
Round 12. Rumors of glory.
I have always been, will always be. First. And I've learned my lesson, Frank. I won't be second again. game isn't over yet.
The two men will stand like this for a long time to come, with one thought racing through each man's mind.
Somebody lied. 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 Somebody lied.
Two boys on a beach.
Somebody lied. Somebody lied.
Last day of summer before school begins.
Somebody lied. Somebody lied. Somebody lied.
Nearby is a girl.
Somebody lied. Somebody lied.
She lies in her blue bathing suit on her green beach towel with her yellow transistor. She reminds one boy of his sister. And she reminds the other of a picture of a woman that he once saw in a magazine. The sun hangs out there. She turns her head a little over her shoulder and speaks to the boys. Race you to the point. We do. 1, 2. 3.
The boys are afraid. The boys are still afraid. Round 13. Only one gun is loaded.